The prophecy is completed at long last. Way too late. Yeah, when I was doing that Undertale revival, I had that cute little editing thing I did where I showed the whole timeline of like last time I played Undertale up until when I brought Undertale back, and I thought I was being all fun about it. And I showed the future of what was going to happen in, I think it was August. And I got 2 out of 3. I played the puzzle game I said I'd play, that retreat game or whatever it's called, and I played Banner Saga 3, but Death's Gambit, shit, it's late September and I'm finally getting to it. But hey, I got to it, so I wasn't lying about teasing what I'd play soon. I just wasn't, you know, I just was wrong entirely about what month it would get to. This is why I don't promise things ever. It's because taming this goddamn schedule is a nightmare. But here we are, in a shocking turn of events. The guy who played all the Souls games and Demon Souls and Bloodborne and also most Souls-likes, although there's so many nowadays. Yeah, I'm playing Death's Gambit. I'm sure this is a shocker for everybody. That's a dragon. Draz, what'd you do? What'd you do, Draz? Spit it out? Oh, I'm playing as the knight, not the dragon. Can I be the knight? Can I just be the dragon anyway? Okay, so we're picking a class. Soldier, assassin, blood knight, wizard, noble, sentinel, acolyte of death. It's, some of them are more dramatic in name than others. Soldier. Trained by the military of Vados. Good all-around fighter. Blocking attacks gives you soul energy for use for abilities. Yeah, I don't know how the game's mechanics work yet, so it's a little scary to pick a class when it's hinting stuff like that, when I don't know what that stuff means in the first place, but okay. I mean, you could always play for 5 minutes and then be like, now that I understand this game significantly more, let's repick a class. It's probably the smart thing to do, actually. This guy starts off specializing in vitality and strength, and has some items over there on the right that... Oh, I can highlight them, cool. Conscript's Cape. A weathered cape donned by the enlisted soldiers of Vados. Your mother would have been proud to see you wear its color. But has it all been worth it? Aw. Lucent Plume. Restores 120 health when consumed. 1.5 second cast time. Plume with legendary Phoenix. Unleashing its natural radiance has restorative properties. It's a heal. I assume when it says heal, it means like this is like a spell or like an Estus flask or something. It's not it doesn't say item, it says heal, so I assume it's not a single use. You got the great sword and the shield. Let's not go through every single thing, but that's what they have. Let's see. Yeah, every single character has the heal and the cape. Their weapons change from person to person. So that person has a sword and a shield. Assassin. Quick and nimble fighter that favors close range combat. Dodging attacks gives you soul energy for use for abilities. So you get it by dodging, you get it by blocking. So getting soul energy sounds important so far. This person has a lot of finesse. Like, this person has a bit of strength and vitality, but this person spikes to whole new heights we've never seen before at 7. He also apparently has a shield? Like a buckler or something? A wooden targe. A little blocking shield. It's probably not very effective, but otherwise he seems to default to having 2 blades. So rapid fire attacks, shitty range, the usual thing. Oh yeah, there's item slots on the right side of the screen. Does anyone have items? Ooh, the noble has items. Nobody else has items. The noble has items. He even has a helm to set them apart. I guess they're just rich. Blood Knight. Ooh, strength is up to 7. So this is the strength equivalent of the assassin. So I guess the soldier's a more well-rounded start. Blood Knight, reckless warrior that rewards aggressive combat styles. You can regain health that was lost if you quickly retaliate. Oh, it's the Bloodborne class, where if you lose health, you can just hit them back and get your health back. Cool. So 7 strength, average-ish stuff. Oh, haste. I was like, history? We should double check what these things do overall. Vitality is your hit point. Strength is your strength. Yeah, damage of strength things. Lets you equip better things. So exactly like Dark Souls, where it has the scaling and whatnot, while also being a requirement. Finesse. Yep. So so strength and finesse are both status requirements for equipping stuff and the item scale. Endurance determines the amount of stamina points. Intelligence, spell damage, lets you equip stronger spells, increases magic resistances. All right, that's a catch-all. You it lets you do the better spells. It makes the spells better themselves, and it lets you be more resistant to enemy spells. Very all-around strong stat if you go in on that. I'm a bit tempted. I like having tricks. I found what made Neo really fun was playing ninja and having so many fun little random tricks instead of just hitting people all the time. Also, I find special abilities more appealing in these 2D side-scrollers than, say, Dark Souls itself, where the damage avoidance and getting in on the opening and all that is a bit more appealing otherwise. Haste determines the ability and bow cast speed. So it's the speed of using your bow and abilities. Decreases ability cooldown time, increases stamina regeneration rate. Those are all good things. So your cooldowns are faster, you do things faster, and your stamina regenerates faster, but no direct effect on your stats otherwise. That's a good stat to have. And this Blood Knight has shitty haste, and the Assassin has good haste. So he also has a shield. I keep being surprised by people's shields. Some of these people look like they're using two-handed weapons or two separate weapons, but they have a shield anyway. But yeah, they have a big old axe. He's definitely using that in two hands. So he must put away his weapon to block or something. Probably. The Wizard. You fight with complex ranged magic. Using a healing phoenix feather will give you soul energy for use for abilities. Oh, you get soul energy from healing. That's specific. Whereas this person actually doesn't have any mention of soul energy at all. Just the ability to regenerate health by attacking back really quick, which also appeals, to be honest. Noble, that's a big old pike. What did the wizard have? Oh, the wizard has a spell book. That's a new thing to analyze. It's just a casting item, really, isn't it? It's just a thing they have to have equipped in order to cast spells, I assume. Noble, you're a rich asshole, so you have a bunch of extra gear on your character I'll have to take a look at. You worked your way up the chain of lords. An agent of royalty will visit you to sell unique items. Using items gives you soul energy. So using items gives you soul energy. That's his specialty, is that he uses items. He's a consumables-oriented class. What did Wizard have for stats? Ooh, new high. 8 intelligence. That's the highest so far. All intelligence and I keep wanting to say history. All intelligence and haste and nothing else. Noble has no specialty. Some intelligence, but otherwise just having a bunch of items. What's this hood? A helm. Notorious for their service as royal advisors to kings, the magisters of Nurem wear prominent white hoods and a golden mask to veil their treacherous smiles. Wow. Judgy. Also not visible on my character at all, judging by the left side of the screen. this white hood and golden mask I would feel a little cooler if I could see it on the character, I feel like. But oh well. Combo finishers deal 100% more damage when the halberd ability is on cooldown. So use the ability, so that you want to use the ability as often as possible because combo finishers then do bonus damage. That's an interesting little back and forth. Here's a little peek at items in the game. Dragonberry removes poison, said to grow from ashen wake of fire. The white blossoms are symbolic of purified souls. For this reason, funerals in Vados often overflow with the pale petals of Draconim. So there's an item called Dragonberry that heals poison. Gaian Blood increases endurance regeneration by 100%. Endurance was our stamina. Why is it called endurance instead of stamina, I wonder? For 14 seconds. Stories of the towering Gaians have been passed down for generations. It's the Sandmen's job to harvest the slumbering giants for parts. Crow Plume returns you to the last death idol rested at. The opalescent jet plume of a crow. They have long been harbingers of death. Their eyes said to be a gateway for him to observe our world. I'm assuming a death idol is like a bonfire. So like that's a checkpoint system. Although, are these all single-use items, or do they regenerate whenever I go back to something, I wonder? Anyway, that's the Noble. The Noble just has items and specializes in using them specifically. Sentinel, another two-handed weapon. We have a two-handed axe and a two-handed sword and a two-handed scythe. Sentinel, Master of Arms. You can equip any weapon and shield as long as you have half the stats required. Huh, that's neat. Parrying gives you soul energy for use for abilities. Parrying. Ooh, I bet that's hard. I bet that's a high skill class to play. Like not blocking, not dodging, parrying. You got to be nailing it. which is usually some sort of counterattack or a alternate block you do at the last second or something. High strength, high endurance, and straight up ones for a bunch of other things. Acolyte of Death. You worship death, letting you restore broken death idols. These can be used to rest and save. Killing enemies gives you soul energy for use for abilities. You can restore broken death idols. They made a whole class that gives you more checkpoints, I guess? Because that just explained that death idols let you rest and save. Killing enemies gives you soul energy for your abilities. Huh. That sounds almost overpowered, but I don't know exactly how the stats work in this game and how everything works in this game yet, but getting more checkpoints sounds very powerful, and having your killing give you energy, soul energy, also sounds very useful, because you're going to be killing stuff all the time, presumably, although you don't usually kill stuff during a boss fight. So while some of these other classes will get soul energy during a boss fight, the Acolyte of Death might not, unless the boss gives you adds, like throws additional guys at you to fight. He also seems to have high stats. Lots of finesse and haste and strength, a long-range weapon, more checkpoints. He kind of feels like he might be kind of an obvious choice, so it's really tempting to just pick him. Fucking wizard doesn't even have a weapon. He just has a spell. He just has whatever spell they give you, which I don't know what spell they give you, because it doesn't actually tell you what spells he might have. It's so tempting, because it might be fun. Traditionally hand-me-downs from master to wizard to ward. But that's so powerful. Broken death idols? I'm just spoiled for choice. All of these sound like fun. Everything sounds neat. Shit. Shit. I want to play like 4 of these classes. I don't care about soldier. That sounds very vanilla. You have a regular sword and a shield. But like assassin could be fun. Blood Knight could be fun. Sentinel might be a little risky. Wizard and Acolyte of Death. Let's hop in there. Let's do wizard. Let's do wizard. I like wizards. Items. Ooh. We can pick an item. A Vados helm. Helm worn by military soldiers of Vados increases your vitality by 5. Isn't vitality... Yeah, vitality is one of the big stats. That's a big spike of stats. Damn. Spellbinder's aura. Aura enchanted with elemental wisps. Using abilities increases intellect by 2 for 24 seconds. Stacks up to 10 intellect. So just using abilities will give me more and more intellect. Reduces time of negative status effects by 25%. Oof. These are items, but they're items that are limited use. So yeah, these don't come back apparently. So this gives you endurance, but you'll use it up. Soulstone in the hands of the right person can be used to upgrade weapons and armor. So that's a jump start on crafting materials. And this is bombs. Yep. Rusty Charm. Locket. It holds a small picture of someone dear to you. Okay. Fitting enough to some of the stuff from Souls. We straight up have a locket. And then you have the fire bombs. And then you have Titanite. And you have blood shards or whatever. Life gems? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I'm going to go with Spellbinder's Aura. It seems like a no-brainer to go with this set up. Cool. Can I change his color or anything, or customize appearance in any way? Looks like no. Oh boy. No pressure. If I'm not super fond of this character design, I can just start the game over.
Playing dead, were you?
Why was that happening? Weird. You're not seeing in this recording because I looked over and the recording's fine, but the game keeps making my entire screen go black as it transitions cutscene types. Oh no, I might have some bug testing to do.
Shame it's always the cowards that survive. Considering the fate of your men, I thought I'd do them a service.
My men, they're all...
Go back to Vados. You have an obligation to their families now.
Eh? Talky talk? Yeah?
Go back to Valos. You have an obligation to their families now.
Huh. Alright. Mega badass dragon dude. Neat. Can I go over here? So you dragged me to the corpse pile. But I survived. Can't stop me. Cool that there's voice acting. Ah,
So soon.
hi. This pain. Like I'm burning from the inside out.
Better get used to it. This contract will resurrect you in service to me. Rest assured, your mind and actions will be your own. Though why you mortals insist in glorifying a self-aggrandizing hoax is beyond me. In return, you must do something for me.
Am I supposed to take part in a death's gambit? What could I possibly do for you?
Give it time. For now, just sign here. In blood, of course.
Death's contract. Ooh.
It's showtime! Kinetic car, royal, flash! See you, mon cher.
Oh, that uses up my stamina. That's how spellcasting works, huh? Alright. Interesting. Scythe of Reaping, Spellbinder Zora, Death's Contract. My contract with Death. It keeps me alive until I fulfill my mission. The contract can be cancelled at any time. That'll leave me mortal. I have to be certain that's what I want. The page radiates an ominous sensation. It's seemingly capable of crossing realms. So aura's already equipped, I assume? No, it wasn't. Okay. Scythe of Reaping. Necrotic Shield? Why do I have these items? So there's a Vados Shield. Requires 2 strength, which I have. C toughness. Infantry Shield for soldiers of Vados. No amount of preparation could have changed what ultimately happened. If what Death said is true, I hope they don't scorn me in the afterlife. Necrotic Shield, 1 strength, B toughness, so it's better? A gift for Death's chosen. It shimmers with an otherworldly quality. Its skeletal adornments remind me of those who face it. That death is near. I mean, it has better toughness, and that's the only comparison I have to make so far, so I guess I'll look up that. Scythe of Reaping. Scythe requires 3 finesse, which I don't have. Finesse scaling, 30 damage. Does this have damage rating? 18 damage. Casting Tome. Requires 8 intellect. Intellect scaling. So I do have a scythe, regardless. Interesting. A long curved scythe. A ritualistic scythe used by those who worship death. Just as a farmer harvests wheat, so too does death harvest souls. But just as farmers then use the wheat for food, so too does death feed the spiritual realm. Our life force transcends into a new plane of existence to perpetuate life beyond our limited understanding. Oh, these are the different tabs of this one slot. So this is my backpack slots. So, triggers to... Oh. How do I go around up here? Oh, these are sorting options. But you will navigate them by clicking on them manually, because left and right bumper make you go through these pages. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, hi. We have a talent tree. Wizard's Might. Use a healing phoenix feather will give you 10 soul energy for use for abilities. Are these all spell casting? Not necessarily. I wonder if the entire tree is based on what class I picked, or if just the first skill is based on the class I picked. This one gives you more soul energy for using a phoenix feather, though, so I'm guessing that the Phoenix Feather one specifically will change based on what class you are, because different classes got different amounts of soul energy for doing different things. Journals of Immortals, and then options. Okay, so that's all the basic stuff to look at. Alright, got a better shield, that's good. Neat. Giant mount. How you doing? Oh, he's picking up. Oh, yeah. We're going fast. Is that little particle chasing me? Is that my spellcasting ability? Oh, hey, the credits are playing in the corner. Jonathan Dibble. Oh, it kind of like... The particle kind of warps to me every now and then. That looks kind of weird. Huh. Okay, that's safe. Wait, did you just emulate the first part? Not quite. I just thought of the beginning of Symphony Night for a second there, although he's like dashing across the bridge when that happens, I think. Let's get off, yeah. What's that up there, huh? Can I climb on you? Don't mind my accidental spellcasting. Can I talk to you? Can I double jump? Can I mount you and then jump from here? Yes, I can. How do I interact with it, though? Down, it looks like. There we go. So down is the universal interact button, apparently. Leaf of Gaia. When consumed, restores all health and removes minor status ailments. There are rumors of groves untouched by seasons, where spring is eternal and the leaves are lush. They are the locusts of Leylies, the nervous system of Gaia, and radiant sites of magic. This leaf is proof of such a place. So, it's a cure-all, kind of. Do I have a map? Touchpad is not doing anything. Alright, center button's just how you bring up the Steam interface. And select button's bringing up nothing. Alright, so if there is a map, it's not up yet. Oh wait, can I look at these guys? Nope. Here we go. Oh. Awkward. Oh, okay, you can't jump on the horse, or at least you can't jump via jump. Alright, well. You just hang out right here. I don't want to leave you in the water. Can I jump down to the water? Nope. What are we looking at here? Press X to attack. Oh yeah, I'm way ahead of you there. Ooh. Destructible things. Press menu to open your inventory. Wow, I'm way ahead of them apparently. Can I climb this? Oh, okay. Hi. Pearl Plume. Yeah, this is the takes you back to the last death idol. Yeah, it's only a single-use item, so kind of who cares? As far as the... when I say who cares, I mean as far as the noble starting with one seems kind of pointless. Left bumper is ladders? Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that, but now I know. I was wondering, they look like a ladder. Use the horse to leap over the big gaps. Sure, but how? Short bow. Press right trigger to use a secondary weapon. Probably have to equip you. Equip to weapon 2. There we go. So, X for primary attack, bow for secondary attack. That said, can I aim up there, I wonder? I think that's the farthest up I can aim. Yeah, I can angle my spell. This is idle, this is up, this is down, if I press that direction. Midair doesn't matter, it always does a fan. Credit card, royal flush. Oh no, I just made Gambit. Oh, I'm gonna play this whole game as Gambit. I'm so happy about that. Alright, so, ready your secondary, oh god. Okay, so right stick is aim. I'm gonna aim at this chain. There we go. Oh, double fired twice. Now I bet you can come up here. Can I jump on your back? Hit. I can. Can I jump on your head? Ah. I'm on... What the... What was I just on? Is that how I was supposed to get here instead of jumping off the back of the horse? Can I jump on your head? What am I jumping on right now? Oh, there's like a platform. That's just how his platform works, I guess. All right, I guess that was supposed to be like a little puzzle moment where you jump on him, but instead I just didn't. Okay, you auto jump. Good to know. Ooh, what was that? There's a bridge now? That was a button. All right. Oh, hey, check out the parallax in the background. The scrolling. It's a pretty game. The only thing that I don't like about the visuals is the, I don't know what to call it, the that hyper fluid stuff. This probably was a word for it back in like the SNES days or whatever, like mode 7 or some other thing like that. It's the part where you take a 3D image and you kind of pixelize it. Or not a 3D image, but you take an image that's not pixel by nature entirely and you kind of pixelize it, and it kind of, you have this thing where the pixels are just kind of picking their nearest neighbor and stuff. There's like a, the way the horse is animated and a lot of the larger objects, when they're moving around, it looks like ripples are going across their body because of the way that it's sort of like picking the pixel. It's like it's forcing a pixelization over an image that isn't necessarily pixeled in nature, and it's a little weird looking. There's definitely a feeling like we're, I think I do wonder how this game is rendered. I get the feeling that they may have drawn these characters. I get the feeling that they drew characters in, like, by a hand in a non-pixel fashion, and I think that they motion tween around on their joints, almost like the animation show Duralius and Associates, or How It Should Have Ended, or something like that. And then I think that they put a pixelization filter over those characters, essentially. And there's little details that contradict it, like you can see how big the squares are on all the characters right there, but that little pink thing that's flying around me is smaller than any of the pixels on the screen, which means that the pixelization's artificial, because the pink thing is of a finer resolution than everything else on the entire screen. Kind of, it's just a bunch of things where it's it's the difference between this and Shovel Knight, for example. Like Shovel Knight was built to be renderable on the type of thing it was originally made to be on. It's like super retro and it's really consistent in its art. And this one is like kind of faux pixelated. It's like kind of pretending to be the pixelated in nature and kind of forcing it upon itself. There's also a little contradiction in the little those the weapon portraits on the side of the screen. That bow and that book, like they don't match the pixelization of the rest of the screen and so on. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who just don't care about this at all, but when I look at pixel art, I do get a little picky about when you contradict the apparent aesthetic or resolution that the game is pretending to be. And I find it noteworthy that all of these inventory items have, all these inventory items are just hand-painted pictures with zero pixelization whatsoever. And then the text is all a font, like it's not a blocky pixel font, but it's just text rendering live on a game. Yeah. I don't, sound out in the comments. telling me whether you care about those kinds of things or not. The consistency of whether pixelization looks like it's universal across the screen, or if parts of the screen contradict it and subvert it and so on and stuff like that. I'm not saying the game is bad or anything. I'm just saying that it's something that stands out to me and I think about sometimes. Hey look, there's one of the giant, I don't even call them giraffe horse things in the background. It's like a wolf giraffe? I don't know. Oh, I think it said your actions in this world will not be forgotten, as like a weird little warning in the corner, just menacing. I don't even know what choices are yet, but all I know is that they're gonna matter. Oh shit, I'm scared. Here we go. Oh, by the way, if you're new here and you think I talk too much, welcome. You can get used to it or leave. What do you do? That was a hell of a camera pan. Alright. I guess we're going back. Where were those platforms exactly? Oop, we're already here. Oh, I forgot. Left bumper. There we go. Just wanton destruction. Hold left trigger to block. Press B when moving to dodge roll. There's the roll. So we have the roll regardless. I think your dodge roll might deplete your stamina by exactly 1 pip. Like those lines we have. if you look at, if I roll twice, because I have two lines on my stamina meter. If I roll twice, the amount left looks like the amount that's normally to the right of the second pip, which is like the remainder. So I think it's depleting by exactly a pip each time. Here's blocking. So yeah, it doesn't matter what your weapon is, apparently. You just whip out a shield just on the fly. Your character's just really good at swapping things out. Really fast at like changing between your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, oopsie, and your shield all in one go. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, what are you doing? What was that? Oh, he's in rage mode and that hurt a lot. How you doing? I just ran through him, didn't I? I don't need to roll. Huh. It's the first enemy. He's probably supposed to be easy, except for the part where he almost killed me instantly.
Do you have a death wish?
Are you watching me? Follow me around? What's up with you? Why do you have a nipple? Hang on, why do you have a nipple? You're a reptile. You guys lay eggs. Are there reptiles that breastfeed? Men only have nipples because women have boobs and breasts because they're mammals. We literally named our entire genus? What's the right word? Whatever. We named our entire group after boobs. I'm not exaggerating. They're called mammaries, and we're called mammals. That might not literally be the root. It might go in, it might be, one might lead to the other name in the opposite direction. I'm not really entirely sure. They share a root word, is my point. Boobs are called mammaries, and that's what mammals are. You're not a mammal. You're a reptile. Why do you have nipples? Don't think I can die, actually.
Eluding death gives you a god complex, I see. If you intend to squander your life, go right on ahead. I'm sure your men are eager to see you. But should you think twice, take one of these. They're restorative plumes. Use it to ensure your return to Vados. Consider it the last kindness I offer you.
Not sure burning me alive was a kindness.
Compared to what lies ahead, I assure you it is.
Ooh, feather gained, and also loud noises. He doesn't have the accent I would expect. He sounds like the kind of guy who would say, "Oi!" Hey, what? This game has crystal lizards? Is that what that was? Was that a crystal lizard? I already knew that. Right. Oh, I guess the feather just instantly teleported to me. Oh, so the feathers... Huh. So the feathers you don't just get back? You must have to stock them up? Hello. Oh, that actually hit you. Okay. And he did not care. But you... Okay. So we're definitely doing the attackable NPCs thing. Good to know. Good to know. Glad I tested it out on a Mr. Doesn't Give a Fuck over here. Hi, can I get over there? Can't do an air roll. I can't roll in midair. That's really close to possible. Oh my god, can I extend my jump by attacking? Oops. Yes, I can. That means I can totally get over there, except for that I would kill him. Or I would not kill him, but I would attack him, which would be bad. But if I didn't attack in midair, I would totally be able to reach him. And it kind of looks like there might even be a door over there I'd be able to go to. Am I inside the wall here? I can't jump. Huh. Nope, we're not doing that. I want to go on that ledge, but I also don't want to piss off Dragon Man, because he looks like a badass, even though he does have pointless nipples. Press right bumper to use your equipped item. Yeah, I could, or... Cool, no fall damage. Good to know. That was an accident. Did I just discover that B is a backstep? Yes, I did. That's what just happened. Alright. I missed it. Yeah, I pressed B to leave, but I accidentally must have double tapped it or something. But this is a resting spot, so I don't need to use my healing item. Trying to make me waste my healing item when I can get some perfectly good free leveling. What does reclaim mean? Sacrifice to reclaim lost plumes. Sacrifice 20 shards. Plumes held 3, plumes lost 0. What does that mean? Does that mean that at any time you can use your experience, your souls or whatever, to restore your Estus flask, basically? The main question was, what does lost mean? If I die, do I drop all my plumes and then I have to restore them this way, or by getting to my body again? Or is lost just mean, does lost just mean that I used them? We'll find out over time. At the moment, it's not relevant. Augment feather. Augment feathers? What does this mean? Okay. So you can use your feathers to increase your damage output. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. So you'll deal more damage, but you'll lose your healing items. Okay, let's try leveling up. So I have just enough to gain 1 level. Vitality, health 248, goes up by 10. Alright, strength. My health still goes up by 2, my strength damage goes up by 4%. Finesse. My damage of finesse goes up by 4%, which includes my bow. Endurance. Does everything increase my health that much? Yeah, endurance increases my stamina by 2 and my health by 2. And my damage of every type by 1%. So endurance isn't awful. It's not very fast growth on your stamina meter. Like, it's kind of agonizingly slow stamina growth, just like in Dark Souls, which is why I always neglect it, because stamina is obviously useful, but I always underinvest in it because it's such a long-term investment to get enough bonus stamina that you actually get more rolls or more attacks out of it, because it grows so slowly. But we'll see if I mature enough to act better in the future. So 4% more damage on magic also, even though my magic is much higher. If there is diminishing returns, we have not yet reached it. Good to know. And then haste. Ooh, that's not a lot of stamina regen. Interesting. Haste is not as cool as I thought it might be. It increases your speed of abilities in bowcast, and that's not listed here, so I don't know how much that is. But your stamina regen and your cooldown reduction are only 1%. Granted, that can quickly become a big deal when you get a bunch of points in this, but it does give all of your other things 1% of damage, so like endurance, it helps everything else a bit, which is nice. I'm gonna go into intelligence, get the damage up. This might be a slow start by some people's standards, but we're exploring every mechanic so that we know what they are, so we don't get those comments of like, well, you don't read the things, dummy. So I can increase my damage. Like right now I have 130% damage, and my magic has 43% increased damage. So now I have no healing. But where is my damage at? Is it gonna be listed here? 18 damage, so not that useful at telling me what my stats are. No talent points, don't know when that happens. How do I see my damage stat? These are all strength and whatnot. I guess there's not a stat screen. I have a talent screen and journal screen, that stuff, and my equipment, but not a stats screen that tells me what my stats currently are on the fly. I can check while resting, but the 30% bonus damage is not listed here. Huh. I guess you just have to figure it out on the fly or something? I think you just have to figure it out on the fly, what your numbers are by just hitting dudes and seeing the numbers pop up or something. What's this down here? FEA. FEA is just not listed down here. I don't know what FEA means. I can't highlight it. It just skips to confirm. I guess we'll see. Maybe I can level it up later. Maybe it's something that's affected independently. Resting at death idols regenerates used feathers. Feathers. Who needs them? Oh god. Die. Okay, so my weapon does 18 damage. I do 32 now. I've basically doubled my damage output already. While blocking, press secondary weapon button to kick shielded enemies. So block, then kick. Left trigger, right trigger. It's a really specific setup for kicking. Admittedly, probably more reliable to pull off than trying to press forward and attack at the same time. Joke's on you. How's that blocking doing for you? Anyway. Hi. There we go. Did I break the game already? We'll see. Whee! Oh boy. Ooh! I see you over there being naughty. Oop. This seems abusable. Attack while in air or after a dodge roll to execute different attacks. Oop. I don't know, on some level it's a little freeing to have my first playthrough of a Souls-like game be a magic build. Ow. Although I imagine some people might get mad at me. It happens a lot. These games give you all these options of how to play them, and then the players are all like, no, you're only allowed to do these ones, though. There actually weren't options. It was a lie. The whole time. Oops. Yeah. So how do I get up there? I want the item. There's items up there. You're keeping them from me. There must be a double jump or a dash. Oh yeah, right. That whole extend my range thing I was talking about before. Wooden targe. A zealot's cape. Does my cape have stats? No. I think it just is orange. I'm a soldier of Vados. Ooh, vitality +4. A valuable cape adorned with a bear and stitched inscription that reads, "The Grey's light protect me, for all the good that it did him. The Grey was admired by many, but alas, no one can save everyone." Boom. More health bar. Yeah. That's a cool looking cape. Ah, there's a hole there. Oh, that's how I was supposed to get up. I got you. I got you. What was that again? Attack while in the air or after a dodge roll to execute different attacks. Yeah. Air attack, roll attack. Oops, stamina's low because those both consume stamina. Was that a different attack? I guess it's a different attack, technically. And that there's less scatter and there's a little whoosh sound, so maybe it's stronger or something? Doesn't seem that different. Not sure if it'll be worth it to even try, have in my hand. Oh, right, right, you can stand there because there was an enemy standing there, not because there's something to do there. That's an animation. Oh! I let go of the bumper before pressing A. What is that? What? Oh. That's just a pop-up saying how to use ladders. Whoops. Hey, buddy. Bad news. You're dead now. Sorry about that. Ooh. Fragile courage. Ah, yes. What sounds like a great item to have on me. Increases vitality by 15. Oh, destroyed if killed. The strength we find in dire times can propel us beyond our limitations, but such illusions of grandeur are fragile and easily shattered. So give yourself a big ol' health bar, and then lose the whole thing the moment you die. Cool. Good to know. Not the most reliable, not exactly a good build thing. Ooh. I guess it's more of like a no-death run type of item, huh? If you're trying to go for a no-death run, then why not get a big ol' health bar? It helps with the no-deathing part of the run. Yay. Pump up that intelligence. Still going up by 4% per pip, so that's strong. And I've almost got enough for the level 2. Cool. Birds, hey. Alright, bye. This looks like a Mega Man boss chamber. Right? The two low ceilings on the way in. Really feels like a Mega Man boss chamber is about to happen there. Oh. Am I about to have a fight here? Oh, it is a Mega Man boss chamber. Good to know. Alright. Attack enemies to gain energy. Cool. That's a new meter, isn't it? Press Y to use your ability. Ah! What was that? Oh, that's the, more in... Right. Oh, wait, no, what is my ability? Ow, the backswing got me. Jesus. What is my ability? Oh, not right, I'm out of energy. Oh, that's my ability. I shoot fire. Oh, I conjure a fireball, then throw it. I understand. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the hell my class was. I got distracted by the buff happening in the corner, which is, yeah, my intelligence increases by 6. My intelligence goes up every time I use an ability. Like on a loop, basically. But, yeah, okay. Okay, we got more mechanics to figure out. Whoosh. I'm having fun so far. Right, so that was a tutorial. Okay. Not quite a boss chamber, but not completely. I like that I visually called out that was going to close on me. And I'm like, oh, that actually happened. Okay, still going up by 4%. Let's just be completely reckless for a while and go all into damage. See how ridiculous we can get with this build. Abilities. Ah. Okay, now I'm going to read what this is. Essence of Fire, 2-second cooldown, requires Tome, 8 intelligence. Create a floating fire orb attacking with a Tome weapon causes all floating elemental orbs to combine to create a unique attack. Oh, so I can cast a new one every 2 seconds. Interesting. I can cast one every 2 seconds until I make more of them, but once I do a normal attack, then they'll all fly out. But I require essence to, or whatever the purple meter is, to make them happen in the first place. FEA is still inaccessible, so whatever that soul meter is, it's not stat based, evidently. Man, augmenting feathers, what a mechanic to have. You can just throw away your healing item to be more powerful. That's a dangerous game to play with me. How are you sliding down that? You know what? Never mind. Hi, guys. I can aim, guys. Bad idea for you. Oh no, the knife! The knife he dropped when I killed him is going to hit me. Wait, do I destroy his Wait. Do I destroy his projectiles with my attacks? That's super powerful. Oh wait, right bumper. I'm sorry, left bumper. I mean, why? Shit. Gotta get my skills straight. Oh no, I destroyed them. My intelligence is up, though. If I keep going, I get more powerful. Cool. Ah! Who wants a fireball? Boom! Oh, this is fun. I feel like a little badass spell slinger. I like this build. Oh, this is fun. Alright. I should level up, though. I'm already resting here. I guess the screen goes black because it has to reset the simulation, because these probably work exactly like... Why is my magic damage so high? Oh, it went down. Wow, 87%? Is that what I get when my buff is up? Holy crap. That'll have diminishing returns eventually, but that's a powerful aura I got there. Not sure how I feel about the whole left bumper in order to do that, though. Who wants to be next? No? Yeah. So how long do my fireballs last? There's an ooze. Fireball. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, he's tired. He's all tuckered out. Yeah? Cool. That's a sound. That's okay. Yep, they sure played Yep, they sure played Dark Souls. If that wasn't clear. Because now they have the reoccurring dragon flies by and burns everything thing, except it's a phoenix, I guess. And which being a phoenix has certain resonance with the idea of it being a game about, you know, called Death's Gambit and everything, and a game where you can't die. But also, yeah, all the way down to it killing all the guys in front of me and me being able to get the items from the kills, including the glowing white items. I'm re-experiencing oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't realize that was solid. There we go. Oh yeah, this is all super familiar. Hi, buddy. Oh, I can't roll through your shield. Good to know. You're also dead though. So, you know. So, you know. Thing. I like Thing. I'm a big fan of Thing. Oh god, don't die. Okay. Abyssal Eye. When did I get this? I lost track of somewhat when it... Oh right, I just got these a moment ago. When I was running through here. Crystal Bomb. Oh, hey. I've got a bomb. How do I equip these? Equip. Cool. Don't know how to use them yet, I don't think, but I can equip them. Targe. F toughness. Aw. Fragile Courage, we knew about that one. Sunstone. Radiant stone that illuminates dark areas. Can be thrown. These stones absorb natural sunlight, exuding a pleasant warmth and light. When night falls, the streets of Vados and many more cities use them on a daily basis. So it's a prism stone. Drop it to light the way and stuff. These are really familiar items. The Abyssal Eye, an occult spell that summons a third eye. Wicked tales exist of cultists who gouge out their eyes, throwing them to the fire in hopes that their sacrifice will grant them unified vision of their god. But what if their god is blind? It summons a third eye. Why would I want to summon a third eye? I feel like I didn't really get a clear description of what it will actually do for me. But okay. Let's equip that one too. Dragonberry. This is the anti-poison thing we already knew about. Reinforced helm, 1 vitality. Oh, I don't even have a helm, so let's go for it. Standard issue infantry barboot. It's been personalized with some additional padding and streaks of paint. Boom, more vitality. Now I got plus 5 vitality on this character. Will these items sort or something? Can I click? There we go. Now they're sorted, so it's not leaving a bunch of blanks and whatnot. This heals everything, so this is a healing item. Equip. I can't use that, can I? Let's see, I guess I have a whole category for items. I guess I might as well equip stuff. Here's my Dragonberry. Alright. Yep, D-pad changes items. So I can use that slot for more than just my healing, which is good because I don't have a heal. Looks like you can't hold down left or right to skip to the healing item though, like in Dark Souls 3 though. That's not here. Oh well, I'll just have the Evil Eye equipped in case I... no, I'll keep this equipped because I might accidentally press the button when I don't mean to. So we'll switch to things when I think to switch to them. Alright. Ooh, I've got shards too. So, one thing worth acknowledging, they did fix the primary criticism people have of the dragon attacks in Dark Souls 1. A little bit in Demon Souls, but especially Dark Souls 1 where it comes as a surprise, which is that the dragon fire comes out of fucking nowhere and one-shots you, and you have no real reason to see it coming if you've never played the game before, and it's just a super dick move. This one, the Phoenix attacks when I'm undercover, so I get a chance to see it coming. It's like in the video the Eagle Raptor did in Sequelitis with Mega Man talking about how good tutorials are. I'd heard a lot. Ow, lightning. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, what is that? I don't like that. Don't do that. Oh, you've got tricks. I see you've got tricks that I've got to worry about now. Oh, it didn't go up. Shit. Okay. I'm in danger now. He's got like lightning all around him. That's a problem for me. Oof. Oh, that wasn't nice. I was standing there already. Crap. What if I want to go back up there? You know what? I'll just, you know what? You dropped me on a healing item. I'm just going to accept that and heal because then I get to not die. Someone's going to get mad at me for going this far into magic damage. But it's really amusing me how high this number's getting already. No more abilities yet, right? No. So the ability hotkeys are Y, left trigger, and Y, and left trigger and B. Huh. And left trigger is block? So block and hit Y or B to the other abilities. Okay. What is that? Feather upgrade. Ooh. Oh, that's a cool animation. That's a cool animation. Let's get rid of that feather now. There we go. I doubt I'm gonna go the whole game without feathers. At some point, I'm gonna be like, I should really have a pool of healing items. But yeah, it looks like feathers are, in fact, Estus flasks. You do seem to just get them back. I don't know how you lose them, though. There's a whole recovery system, but I don't know how to lose them in the first place, so I don't know what that means. Falling down there might be bad. Or great. I don't know. Let's try to climb back to where I was. I haven't been back yet, and there might... Why is this chest covered in bad news? Oh, it's recovering... It's healing bad news. Ugh. So not only does using my ability give me a stronger Not only does using my ability give me stronger, hey there. Let me use a spell that is itself a damage boost. It also gives me the chance to boost all my stuff. So like I just gain momentum. Like I conjure a fireball that itself is a bonus damage thing, but it also gives me a reoccurring stacking buff on my character that lasts a fairly long time. If you're actively fighting a boss, for example, that might last a long time. Owl King. Tome on the Owl King. The Owl King. Royal only in... I was reading that. I was reading that. You could go read it here. I was reading it there. Fine. 1 Immortal Tone. Deal 5% more damage against the boss. The Owl King, royal only in name, has no subjects of its own to speak of, but the hearts of men are just as easily provoked by titles. Okay, so we have a specific benefit for exploring in this game. You have a benefit of exploring is that you get tomes of the boss fight, and that makes you deal more damage to said boss fight when you get to them. That's a new mechanic. Not a huge bonus if it's just 5 and then 10%, although there's 3 little pips down there, so there might be 15% max. There might be later bosses where you can get 3 instead of 2, judging by that screen. Ow, that hurt. It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I not go back? Like, did the fact that I just happened to be standing there just make me miss out on everything up there? Maybe I'll get a chance later, but shit. Like, that's brutal. I thought this ladder would take me back up. But no, I just don't get to have that stuff. It's just not for me. Hi. Ah. Stop that. Don't try to hit me. It's very rude. Whee! Oh. Press A button and hold down left stick to go down platforms. Yeah, standard platformy thing. Hi. Die. Die. Damn it, you're in the sweet spot where I can't hit you. There we go.
This one won't do either.
What happened to them?
An explanation for another time. Seems we have a straggler. Tend to her, my enemy. I trust you won't disappoint. For your sake.
You're a survivor, are you not? It is not too late. Return from whence you came.
There is no one left to return to.
You're not the only orphan of war. but perhaps he'll be the last.
God damn, these knights look badass. Their portraits. Although I'm like a different color. Anyone else noticing my portrait seems to be a different color than what my character actually looks like? Like maybe I'll get different armor soon?
Know that I do this to put an end to tragedies like yours. And if your sacrifice is necessary to my mission, then so be it.
That's not nice. Die. Oh! Oh! Oh, I can go under those things. Okay, I see. Haha! Woo! That hurt.
Your meddling will have dire consequences.
Did I win? That was abrupt. I thought she had more health left. Oh! The fire does damage over time, doesn't it? That's how she died.